Let's learn about Jacob flee from Laban. So let's get started, band team. How y'all doing? Comment. I'm ready for Wednesday. Jacob heard that Laban's son were saying Jacob has taken everything our father owned and has gained all this wealth from what belongs to our father. And Jacob noticed that Laban's attitude towards him was not what it had been. Then the Lord said to Jacob, "Go back to the land of your father and to your relatives. I will be with you." So Jacob sent word to Rachel and Leah to come out to field where his flock were. He said to them, "I see that your father's attitude towards me is not what I was before. But the God of my father has been with me, and you know what I work for your father with all my strength. Yet your father has cheated me by changing my wealth. My wages 10 times, however, God has not allowed him to harm me. If he said, the speckled ones will be your wages, then all the flock gave birth to speckled young. And if he said, the strike ones will be your wages, then all the flock born strike young. So God has taken away your father's livestock and given them to me. In breeding season, I once had a dream in which I looked up and saw that the male goat with the flock were striped and speckled or spotted. The angel of God said to me in the dream, Jacob. I answered, Here I am. And he said, Look up and see that all the male goats mating with the flock are striped and speckled or spotted. For I have seen all the Laban has been doing to you. I am the God of Bethel, where you anointed a pillar and where you made a vow to me. Now leave this land and once go back to your native land." Then Rachel and Leah replied, "Do we still have any share in the inheritance of our father's estate? Does he not regard us as foreigners? Not only he sold us, but he has used up what was paid for us. Surely all the wealth that God took away from our father belonged to us and our children. So do whatever God has told you." Then Jacob put his children and his wives on camels, and then he drove all his livestock ahead of him, along with all the goods he had accumulated in the Padan Aram, to go to his father Isaac in the land of Canaan. When Laban had gone to share his seat, Rachel stole her father's household gods. Moreover, Jacob deceived Laban in the armory by not telling him he was running away, so he fled with all he had, crossed the Euphrates River, and headed for the hills country of Galilee. Laban pursues Jacob. On the third day, Laban was told that Jacob had fled, taking his relative with him. He pursued Jacob for 7 days and caught up with him in the hill country of Galilee. Then God came to Laban the Amorite in a dream at night and said to him, "Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad." Jacob had pitched his tent in the hill country of Galilee. When Laban overtook him, and Laban said his relative camp there too, then the Laban said to Jacob, "What have you done? You deceive me, and you carry all my daughters like captives in war. Why did you run off secretly and deceive me? Why didn't you tell me so I could send you away with joy?" Singing to music of tambourine and harps, you didn't even let me kiss my grandchildren and my daughters goodbye. You have done the foolish thing. I have the power to harm you, but last night the God of your father said to me, "Be careful not to say anything to Jacob, either good or bad." Now you have gone off because you launched to return to your bad. Now you have gone off. Okay. Let's do this line again. Now you have gone off because you launched to return to your father's household. But why did he steal my goods? Jacob answered Laban, I was afraid because I thought you would take your daughters away from me by force. But if you find anyone who has your gods, that person shall not live in the presence of our relatives. See for yourself whether there is anything of yours or here with me. If so, take it. Now Jacob did not know that Rachel had stolen the gods. So Laban went into Jacob's tent, and to Leah's tent, and to the tent of the two female servants, but he found nothing. After he came out of the lane tent, he entered Rachel's tent. Now Rachel had taken the household gods, put them inside her camel saddle, and was sitting on them. Laban searched through everything in the tent, but found none. Rachel said to her father, Don't be angry, my lord, that I cannot stand up in your presence. So he searched, but could not find the household gods. Jacob was angry and took Laban to task. What is my crime? He asked. Laban, how have I wronged you that you hunt me down, now that you have searched through all my goods? What have you found that belonged to your household? Put it in here in front of your relatives and mine, and let them judge between two of us. This is a lot of reading. I hope y'all enjoy. I have been with you for 20 years now. Your sheep and goats have not miscarried, nor have I eaten ram from your flock. I did not bring you animal torn by wild beasts. I bear the loss myself, and you demanded payment for whatever was stolen by day or night. There was my situation. The heat consumed me in the daytime, and the cold at night, and sleep fled from my eyes. It was like this for the 20 years I was in the household. I worked for you 14 years for your 2 daughters and 6 years for your flock, and you changed my wages 10 times. If the gods of my father, the God of Abraham, and the fear of Isaac had not been with me, you would surely have sent me away empty-handed. But God has seen my hardship and told my hands. Last night he rebuked you. Laban answered, The women are my daughters, and the children are my children. The flocks are my flocks, all you see is mine. Yet what can I do today about those 2 daughters of mine, or about the children they have borne? Come now, let make a covenant, you and I. Let it serve as a witness between us. Let us gather some stones. So they took stones and piled them in heap. They ate there by the heap. Laban called it Jugar. Silva and Jacob called it Gula. Laban said, This heap is a witness between you and me, and that is why it was called Gula. It was also called Mizpah, because he said, May the Lord keep watch between you and me when we are away from each other. If you mistreat my daughters, or if you take any wives beside my daughters, even though no one is with you, remember that God is a witness between you and me. Laban also said to Jacob, Here is a heap, and here is a pillar I have set up between you and me, and this heap is a witness, and this pillar is a witness, that I will not go past this heap or to your side to harm you, and that you will not go past this heap and pillar to my side to harm me. May the God of Abraham and the God of Noah, the God of their father, judge between us. So Jacob took an oath in the name of the fear of his father Isaac. He offered a sacrifice there in the hill country and invited his relative to a meal. After they had eaten, they spent the night there. Early in the next morning, Laban kissed his grandchildren and his daughters and blessed them. Then he left and returned home. I hope y'all enjoy. Like, sub, share, and I'm out of here.